This video is sponsored by RKDF University, Radisson Blue.
Good morning, I'm Vidusha Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 9th of July and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. Russia is giving special treatment to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who arrived in Moscow on Monday, July 8. Upon his arrival at Vnukovo 2 airport, PM Modi was received by Russia's first Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manturov. Notably, Manturov holds a higher rank than the Deputy Prime Minister, who welcomed Chinese President Xi Jinping during his visit to Russia. Keir Starmer's new Labour government has assured Ukraine of continued British support in the war with Russia. British Defence Minister John Healey, during his visit to Ukraine, met President Volodymyr Zelensky and guaranteed that all additional military aid promised in April will be delivered within the next 100 days. British consumer technology brand The Nothing Company has made a significant entry into the Indian market by launching its first smartphone under the CMF sub-brand, the CMF Phone 1. This launch also introduces the CMF Buds Pro 2 wireless earbuds and the CMF Watch Pro 2 smartwatch, expanding their product lineup significantly. The Philippines and Japan signed a key defense pact on Monday, allowing troop deployment on each other's territory to strengthen ties amid China's growing assertiveness. The Reciprocal Assets Assessment (RAA) was finalized in Manila, with Japanese Defense Minister Minoru Kihara and Foreign Minister Yoko Kamikawa holding talks with their Philippine counterparts Gilberto Teodoro and Enrique Manalo. Shanghai has introduced China's first government guidelines for humanoid robots, focusing on risk controls and international collaboration. The guidelines were unveiled at the World Artificial Intelligence Conference, where tech giants like Tesla showcased their latest robots. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Vienna on Tuesday, July 9 for a two-day trip. He will meet the President of Austria, hold delegation-level talks and meet Chancellor Karl Nehammer. This visit is historic, marking first by an Indian Prime Minister to Austria in 41 years since Indira Gandhi. At least 20 people died in massive Russian missile attacks on Ukraine ahead of the NATO summit. In Kyiv, a missile struck at a children's hospital, killing at least 7 people. The city's mayor stated that authorities swiftly evacuated the occupants who were seeking refuge in the hospital. As NATO prepares to mark its 75th anniversary with a 3-day summit in Washington, Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg raised concerns about the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. Reviewing the summit at a Sunday press conference, Stoltenberg emphasized that all NATO members seek peace. 4 volunteers of a NASA mission to Mars have completed a year-long simulated voyage on Earth. Kelly Haston, Anka Celario, Ross Brockwell and Nathan Jones spent over 12 months inside NASA's first simulated Mars habitat at Johnson Space Center in Houston. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेडीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है। RKDF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
South Korea President Yoon Suk Yeol announced plans to discuss with NATO leaders the distant threat posed by North Korea due to its deepening military ties with Russia. He emphasized that Moscow must choose between aligning with North Korea or considering where its true interests lie with the two Koreas. The French left-wing coalition, the New Popular Front, has announced plans to name its prime ministerial candidate this week after emerging as the largest bloc in the French parliamentary elections. The coalition's strategic alliance with President Emmanuel Macron's centrist bloc surprised expectations, relegating Marine Le Pen's far-right National Rally to third place despite earlier predictions of a strong showcasing. After Lahore, the capital of Pakistan's Punjab province experienced record population levels, the provincial government has decided to classify smog as a year-round epidemic. This marks a departure from its previous stance of treating smog as a seasonal issue, as reported by the Dawn newspaper. Amid increasing concerns about US President Joe Biden's ability to continue his re-election bid, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has joined others in calling for an 81-year-old president to undergo physical and cognitive tests. Now, Graham, a Republican, also suggested that former President Donald Trump should also be evaluated. France's election results have delivered a major surprise. Marine Le Pen's far-right party won the first round with 33% of the vote. However, in a twist of events, the left emerged victorious in the second round, marking an unpredicted comeback for Emmanuel Macron's centrists. Now, this outcome pushed Le Pen's National Rally party into third place. An encounter erupted between terrorists and security forces in the Machheri area of Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua district on Monday. The incident occurred when terrorists opened fire on an Indian Army vehicle. The area falls under the jurisdiction of the 9 Corps of the Indian Army. On Monday, the Supreme Court ruled against bail conditions that allow police to intrude into an accused person's private life. Justices Abhay S. Okha and Ujjal Bhuyan overturned the Delhi High Court decision that mandated a Nigerian national accused in a drugs case to share his Google Maps pin with the investigating officer. The Supreme Court emphasized on Monday that if the integrity of the NEET UG 2024 medical entrance exam has been compromised, especially through leaks on social media platforms like Telegram and WhatsApp, a retest may be necessary. Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, heading the bench, highlighted the rapid spread of leaked content online, likening it to wildfire. Mumbai police reported on Monday that Rajesh Shah, the father of absconding crime accused Mihir Shah in the BMW hit-and-run case, instructed his son to flee the scene after the incident, which resulted in the death of a woman and injury to her husband. Rajesh Shah also directed the family's driver, who was present in the car, to take full responsibility for the accident, the police informed the court. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met President Vladimir Putin on Monday during his first visit to Moscow since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The two leaders displayed a warm camaraderie, sharing a hug and handshake before heading for tea at Putin's Novo Ogarvoyo residence. Now, Putin praised PM Modi, acknowledging his lifelong dedication to public service and commending his efforts for India. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.